to know some of the top reasons people are moving to Jacksonville, Florida? We're going to talk about it in this video right now. Let's go. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Dr. Adrian Gentry, aka Dr. Real Estate Jax. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification as we try to put out all things Jax. Where to eat, where to live, where to play. And for those who've been here before, you know what I want to say. Get up, get your own water, your family now. For those who do not know me, I am a real estate agent in the Northeast Florida area. I'm going to put my number somewhere in here. If you're looking to relocate, you're looking at PCS, ETS, retire, we're here for you. We're here for you. We're the guys that pick up the phone, answer the text, and answer the emails. So I wanted to get into this video today. One reason, right? Like, people always want to know, why are people moving to Jacksonville, Florida? It's beautiful, one, but I have 3 points. I'm not going to hold you long at all. I have 3 points of reasons why people are moving to Jacksonville, Florida. Let's get at it. All right, so you're probably watching this video because you're thinking about relocating to Jacksonville, Florida. Is it the place for you, right? So we're going to give you a couple of points that'll help you make that decision if this is the place for you. We're going to start with number one: strong economy and job market. There are an abundance of high-paying jobs here in Jacksonville, Florida. Aetna, Fidelity, Johnson & Johnson, Mayo Clinic, not to mention that we have 3 military locations here, which are one of the largest employers of Jacksonville, Florida. A study showed recently that Bloomberg and LinkedIn listed Jacksonville as one of the 4th preferred destinations for the tech industry. Guys, if you did not realize that Jacksonville, as of right now, right, I still think we're on the precipice of becoming a major city. Like, we have the land, we have the space, and now the jobs, the technology are actually making it down to Jacksonville, Florida. If I'm looking at the amount of jobs that have been produced just by, let's say, Amazon over the last 3-4 years, it has been tremendous. And when I look at big businesses, I'm looking at BMW, I'm looking at Bentley, are trying to do headquarters here in Jacksonville, Florida, which means one thing: if they have done all the analysis and all of the research, they understand that we're still in the beginning phases of something that's about to grow. Major companies just don't come to a city because there's no growth there. Let's think about that for a second. Jacksonville was actually one of the top rated cities in Florida, significantly ahead of several cities traditionally known as tech hubs like Seattle and San Francisco. We have top IT employment here in the city. We have Black Knight, financial services, we have Newfold Digital, and of course, financial services is a very strong industry in the Jacksonville market. Merrill Lynch, Bank of America, Citi, ViStar, JP Morgan, all have major hubs right here in the Jacksonville market. You also have the healthcare industry, which is actually one of Jacksonville's largest industries. We have Baptist Health, we have Mayo Clinic, we have St. Vincent's, UNF. I can keep going on and on and on. Every time I look up, there's either primary care popping up or urgent care popping up in Jacksonville. So if you're looking as a nurse moving to Jacksonville, Florida, you will be able to find jobs. We did a whole high-paying jobs in Jacksonville video. If you haven't seen it yet, we're going to put the link. It goes up there somewhere, right? Like, check that out, because I think that's one of the main reasons why people are actually moving here, right? So remote jobs came up when COVID came about. So people were able to transfer with their job down to Jacksonville. And that's fantastic. But sometimes their spouse may not have had that ability to relocate or to work remotely. So of course we get a lot of calls. Hey, do you know anybody that's hiring? Hey, what industries, what side of town? So we always want to let people know, based off of your profession, there's work here. Construction industry is still booming. We have not slowed down. We're always looking for work in that. That's why some of the houses are taking longer to be built, because we need more construction workers. So in any industry that you're looking to get into, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find some sort of employment in Jacksonville with a great pay. One thing I want to note: Dun & Bradstreet announced last year that they would be moving to Jacksonville, Florida. Dun & Bradstreet. Why? Because they're connected to a lot of financial services that are in Jacksonville, but they will have a hub here in Jacksonville as well. I'll say it once again. Anytime that I see major corporations moving into a new city, I know one thing. They've done their research. They understand that this is a city that's moving forward, and I'm just happy to be here as we're growing. Number 2, cost of living. Compared to many of the other Florida cities, or better yet, compared to some of the cities that we've gotten calls from, like Seattle, Jersey, Arizona, New York, our cost of living blows y'all out the water, hands down. But I want to compare it a little bit to other cities in Florida. So if we look at Orlando, we're looking at about 7% lower cost of living here in Jacksonville. If we're looking at Miami, we're looking at 20% less cost of living than Miami. And we still have some of the great amenities that they have, right? We still have the beautiful beaches, we still have great weather, and we still have great attractions, not to mention our location. We can vacillate. We can go to Georgia, we can go to Alabama, we can go to Mississippi, we can go to, listen, it's endless of possibilities of travel when you're here in Jacksonville. So most of the customers, they give us a call, that's the first thing they're thinking about. Cost of living, right? Taking that retirement money, make it stretch a little bit. Taking that little remote money, making it stretch a lot of bit right here in Florida. One of the things that I tell people all the time, we do not have income taxes, guys. So that right there is a raise in itself. So cost of living would have to be the number 2 reason that majority of people move here. When I think about it now, if I was still living in Virginia, the same house I would find in Virginia versus the same house I would find down here, you talk about TP to a 3-bedroom, right? Like the cost is significantly different when we're looking at houses down in Jacksonville versus looking at houses in many of the places that we're getting calls from. Which brings me to number 3, great location. If you like to travel, if you like staycations, if you like to jump on a plane, if you like to jump on a boat, you can do it all right here in Jacksonville, Florida. I know I've said this in multiple videos, but it's a quick trip up to Savannah. It's a quick trip down to Orlando, Charleston, and it's about 5 hours to Atlanta, right? So we actually have a Jacksonville International Airport right here, which means it saves you a little bit on money. Or you can drive down to Orlando and get even cheaper prices on flights. I think this appeals to a lot of people who are definitely landlocked. So we just received a call from Mexico, and that was one of the things that bothered them most, that their traveling would be not near a beach, right? It would be to another state, which would probably take them 8 to 10 hours. Here, it's not a long travel at all. If you want to go to Georgia, the state line is about 45 minutes. If you want to go to South Carolina, you can still make it to like a Myrtle Beach in 3.5 hours. So I think that's one of the things that appeals to most people that are moving to Jacksonville, especially those that love to travel. The fact that we're Central Hub. We have Carnival Cruise Port right here in Jacksonville. I think I told people trick before. Sometimes if you just go down there, wait for port call, and they don't have the rooms filled, you get on it. It's like 99 bucks. Like most people don't even realize that. International Airport makes it quick, right? Jump on a flight, head to Puerto Rico. I didn't realize Puerto Rico was like a 2.5 hour flight. Like you can get there quick, right? Like from Jacksonville, Florida, you can get to Atlanta. I think that's an hour flight now if you want to take that trip instead of driving. I think that's one of the biggest advantages of those that are looking to move to a place where they can live in a subtropical climate and also enjoy that climate, right? We're not heavy on snow at all, right? Because we don't have any. We're not heavy on cold weather. Why? Because it's only lasts for a couple of months. If you can look right now, look at me, right? Look, huh? It's October, guys, and I'm still in a short sleeve shirt, which makes it the perfect location because, you know, the way I'm set up, my body doesn't like cold. But if you're the type of person that enjoys hot weather, if you're the type of person that enjoys a great cost of living, if you're the type of person that's looking for opportunities, I believe that's why a majority of people choose Jacksonville, Florida, and we help them relocate down here, and we love to be the person to help you relocate down in Jacksonville, Florida. Once again, I'll put number in here, myself or my assistant will pick up the phone. Janelle, she has a squeaky voice. Not really squeaky. It annoys me sometimes, but she's good people, right? Give us a call. We would love to answer those text messages, love to answer those phone calls, and love to answer those emails. We want to be your boots on the ground, helping you relocate with as least amount of stress as possible in choosing, you know, a home, right? I look at Jacksonville as that. Like it's a home for me. I'm not from here. I hated it when I first got here. That was years ago before all the things started booming. But now I can actually see myself retiring in this place. And that's what I really love about Jackson. I think you'll come to love it too. So that's all I got. Until next time, be great, choose excellence in everything you do.